गाइस, एमसी मलयालम के एक ब्रांड न्यू चैप्टर में आप सभी का स्वागत है. एमसी മലയാളംന്റെ പുതിയൊരു എപ്പിസോഡിൽ നിങ്ങൾ എല്ലാവർക്കും സ്വാഗതം. verbs. മലയാളത്തിൽ എന്താണ് verbs എന്ന് പറയാ? ക്രിയ. ഹിന്ദിയിൽ എന്താണ് പറയാ? ക്രിയ. So I think you might have got a gist what I'm trying to say. In this video, we are going to learn an introduction to Hindi verbs. Verbs really are the most important thing when learning grammar rules. The problem though is that you probably think verbs and grammar rules are really boring and completely useless, right? Well, you are very wrong. Verbs are simply the most important thing if you want to speak fluently. The main reason कि Malayaligal or anyone who doesn't know Hindi, it's not because that they don't know Hindi, but it's because avarku grammar ശരിക്കും അറിയില്ല. And the main portion of grammar is verbs. Okay, so that is what today we are going to do. It would just be an introduction. So verbs kriya പറഞ്ഞാൽ തന്നെ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും that kriya ചെയ്യുന്ന കാര്യം. So for those of you who didn't pay attention in English lessons, verbs are doing words that show some action of some sort is taking place. Okay, if I'm picking up the phone, then that's a verb. I'm doing that thing. So picking would be a verb in English. So for English, generally a word is verb if you can put ing or ed at the end. Okay, now the main form of a verb is called the infinitive. What do we call it? The infinitive. This infinitive is what you will see when you look up a verb in a Hindi dictionary. In English, the infinitive of a verb is always to be to dash. That is to read, to speak, to walk, etc. So this portion, it is known as the infinitive. So നിങ്ങൾ ഒരു ഹിന്ദി ഡിക്ഷണറി തുറന്ന് നോക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ അതിൽ ഇൻഫിനിറ്റീവ് ആണ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കാണാൻ പോകുന്നത്. ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൽ ഇൻഫിനിറ്റീവ് എന്താണ്? ടു കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് എന്താണ് വരുന്നത്? അതാണ് ഒരു ഇൻഫിനിറ്റീവ്. ടു റീഡ്, ടു വാക്ക്, അതൊക്കെ ഇൻഫിനിറ്റീവ് ആണ്. Every single Hindi verb in its infinitive form ends with na. Okay, now that is the main point that you should all focus on. Hindi verb that is in infinitive form ends with na. Now this is all very nice, but when do we get to see some examples? Are you thinking that? Well, right now actually. Okay, now before that let's make a relation. മലയാളത്തിൽ നമ്മൾ verbs പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ if I say കളിക്കുക, okay, so അത് end ചെയ്യണ with the word ക, അങ്ങനെ തന്നെയാണ് ന would be the ending of a Hindi verb. So let's start with the examples like I said. Now many examples can be there. ഞാൻ sentence അല്ല പറയാൻ പോകുന്ന പ്രാവശ്യം, only the word. Many examples can be there, but today I'll just take few of them. If you understand with those few of them, that's very nice, but if you don't, you can always ask for more. So let's start with it. First of all, we have a book. ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു ബുക്ക് വായിക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ എന്താണെന്ന് പറയാ? പഠന. Okay, what do we say? പഠന. To, so in English we say to read or to study. In Malayalam we say vaikuga or padikuga, and in Hindi we say padana. Okay, so we have na at the end. That's a verb, padana. Now next, like I am speaking continuously, so what do you say that in English? With the infinitive form, remember, to speak. Malayalathilu paraya parayuga, and in Hindi it would be bolna. Now, so if I'm sleeping, okay, so adoru kriyana, what are we going to say? In English we'll say to sleep. In Malayalam we'll say urunguga, and in Hindi we'll say sona. So are you getting the hang of this? Hai na? You just have to add na at the end, like we add ka in Malayalam. So ready for few more? Let's go with that. We have, if I'm eating, what do we say? To eat, infinitive form would be to eat. In Malayalam it would be karikuga, and in Hindi it would be khana. Okay, khana. Now you guys are seeing the video and trying to learn something, so let's take the word to learn. So to learn, in Malayalam it would be padikuga, and in Hindi it would be seekhna. Seekhna. Okay, now let's take the last one. I am going somewhere, so to go, and in Malayalam it would be povuga, and in Hindi it would be jana. Okay, jana. Of course there are hundreds and hundreds more, but hopefully you now get the idea, and if you don't, that's not a problem. You can suggest me. I'll make more videos on these examples. Okay, now ready to learn one final thing. The root of a verb is simply its infinitive form with the na at the end removed. Do you get it? So infinitive form, I said, like in English it would be to dash. Okay, so in Hindi, the root verb would be what? The infinitive form but with the na removed. Okay, so for example, the root of seekhna. Seekhna is a word, and the root of seekhna would be seek. And the root of ana. Ana means to come, veruga and ana. Okay, so ana means to come. Ana would be a. Jana would be ja. So if you remove the na, like khana, so if you remove the na, what do we get? Kha. So kha. Okay, so that is the root of a verb. Okay, the root will come in really useful when we start using verbs in a sentence. Normally what we learned right now is verbs when they are just used as a verb, but when we are putting it in a sentence, we don't use them like this many a times. We interchange it. Okay, like in English, to read would become reading, read, all that, है ना? So similarly in Hindi, when we are using verbs, when we are writing it in the infinitive form, like seekhna, padhna, bolna. But when we are making a sentence out of it, or when we are using present tense, present continuous tense, past tense, all these, it would not be the same. So for that we need to know the root word. So the root would be of a verb would be the infinitive form with the na removed. Got it? The verbs has obviously not ended. The chapter is not over. As I said, I'll take conversation and grammar alternatively. So it was an introduction of verbs. I might continue with verbs in the next video, or I might not. I might put a conversation. So it is not over. It has just started. So picture abhi baki hai mere dost. So that's it for today. Please revise this, and if you want more examples you can always say, like I have said. So thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.